Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIBS Homeschool. This is Muhammad Emdadul, Haque, Assistant Teacher of Mathematics, National Ideal English Version School, Ch-8. Dear students, today I am going to conduct a math class of class 7. Our today's topic is Chapter 8, Basic Discussion, Part 2. In this part, I will discuss transversal alternate angles, corresponding angles, properties of alternate angles, properties of corresponding angles. Okay, dear students, so let us see at first what is transversal. Transversal. A transversal is a straight line that intersects two or more straight lines at different points. Here L1 is a straight line, L2 is a straight line in the figure, and another straight line intersect both the straight line L1 and L2. So the straight line which intersect L1 and L2 in two different points is known as transversal of these two straight lines. So this straight line is the transversal of L1 and L2, these two straight lines. Okay, dear students, I think you have understood what is transversal. Now I will discuss the next topic, that is alternate angle. Dear students, see the definition. Alternate angles are angles that are in opposite positions relative to a transversal intersecting two lines. It means here if you see EF and GH are two straight lines. The straight line RS intersect EF and GH in two different points. So RS is the transversal of the straight line EF and GH. Here the alternate angles are the angles that are opposite in positions relative to the transversal. It means here relative to transversal, the angles which are in opposite is known as alternate angle. Suppose here if you see angle 1, angle 7, these two angles are opposite to the transversal and their vertex is different. So these two angles are alternate angles. So 1 and 7 are alternate angles. Here 2 is an angle, this is second angle, and 8 is another angle. These two angles are in also opposite side. So these two angles are also alternate angle. Now if you see 3, 5 is opposite to 3. So angle 3 and angle 5, these two are alternate. Now see angle 4. Angle 4 means this angle. Angle 6 is this angle. So these two angles are also opposite to the transversal. So these two are alternate angles. Dear students, if you notice here, you will see two types of alternate angles here. First one is internal or interior alternate angles. Internal or interior alternate angles. Now, if you see the next figure here, in the first figure here, the angles which are between the two straight lines, which position is between the two straight lines, are known as internal or interior alternate angles. Suppose here is this angle and this angle. These two angles are in opposite side of the transversal. So these two angles are interior or internal alternate angles. Now see this angle and this angle. These two angles are alternate angles, and these two also in the inside of these two straight lines. So these are interior alternate angles. Now another type is external or exterior alternate angle. So now see here, if you see, this is a straight line and this is another straight line. Here this angle and this angle, these two angles are alternate, we have seen from the first figure, but these two angles are outside of the two straight lines. So these are exterior alternate angles. Similarly, we can say this angle and this angle are alternate. So we can denote this by cross, we can denote by tick mark. So these two are alternate and these are alternate exterior angles, or we can say external alternate angles. Dear students, now I will say you the properties of alternate angles. Now see, properties of alternate angles. Here, first one, have different angular points of the angles. If we see the alternate angles here, angle this one and this one, if we see here, alternate angles have the different angular point. This is the angular point and this is the angular point. So this property is correct. Now see the next property, are on opposite sides of the transversal. Here this line is the transversal. So these two angles are opposite to the transversal. So this property is also correct. Now next property, if the intersecting lines are parallel, then the alternate angles are equal. If these two lines are equal, then if the two lines are parallel, then the alternate angles are equal. So we can say from the first figure, alternate angle of 3 is 5. So we can say angle 3 equal to angle 5, angle 4 is equal to angle 6. We can say angle 1 is equal to angle 7, angle 2 is equal to angle 8. If the alternate angles are equal, and then the lines will be parallel, the straight lines will be parallel. Or conversely, we can say if the straight lines are parallel, then the alternate angles are equal. Okay, dear students, now go to the next topic today, corresponding angles. We have completed properties of alternate angles. Now corresponding angle, here corresponding angles are the angles which are formed in matching corners or corresponding corners with the transversal when two lines are intersected by any other line, that is by the transversal. It means that here corresponding angles are the angles which are formed in matching corners, with the transversal when two lines intersected by another line. Here suppose this line is AB and this line is CD and EF is the transversal. Then EF intersect AB at a point and CD at another point. Now in this point, the angle produced at the same side of the transversal EF, 2 and 6. So these two angles are corresponding angle. So we can say 1 and 5. These two are also corresponding. 3 and 7. These two are corresponding. 4 and 8 are also corresponding. For this, here is written angle 6 corresponding to angle 2, angle 6 corresponding to angle 2, angle 1 corresponding to angle 5, angle 1 corresponding to angle 5, angle 3 corresponding to angle 7, angle 4 corresponding to angle 8, angle 4 corresponding to angle 8. Okay, dear students, so now I will tell you the properties of corresponding angles. Dear students, properties of corresponding angles are have different angular points of the angles. Here, if we consider angle 2, here vertex is this point and if we consider angle 6, this is the another vertex of this angle. Here these two vertex are different. So vertex means here angular points of these two angles 6 and 2. Here these 2 points are different. So angular points of corresponding angles are different, are on the same side of the transversal. If EF is the transversal, then the angles will lie on the same side. Suppose here 2 and 6, 3 and 7, this lie on the same side. 1 and 5, 4 and 8, this lie on the same side. Now, last property, if the intersecting lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles are equal. When these two lines AB and CD will be parallel, then the corresponding angles will be equal. It means that angle 6 will be equal to angle 2, angle 1 will be equal to angle 5, angle 3 will be equal to angle 7, angle 4 will be equal to angle 8. Okay, dear students, I hope you have understood our today's lecture. Learn this at home properly and practice more and more. Dear students, in this pandemic, don't be afraid, continue, no need to be nervous, continue your study, and if you face any problem, then contact with us. Okay, dear students, thank you all. See you again. Till then, Assalamu alaikum.